So after making the first video, my dad watched it back, and well, we both watched it back, but my dad said, you fixed the solenoid, but you didn't show it going back and forwards and working. It's like, yeah, no, because we went straight from fixing the solenoid. Does it drive forward? Does it drive back? We moved it, turned it around, and started prepping it for paint. And when we've started prepping it for paint, then we've seen loads of other stuff that needs fixed. Over the course of the next few weeks, the plan is to fix everything for paint so that it's ready to be painted. Now, I have spent, I would say, a day so far prepping it and sanding it, and I thought about giving up and taking it to someone and just paying. I also have a digger that I want to tidy up and get painted, and I have a house to build, and I have an old Range Rover that needs air suspension fixed in it, and I have about 10 million other projects. So I was like, okay, I'll just subcontract this out and take it to someone and let them do the painting. The quote came back, £8,000. The digger's a lot smaller than this, a lot less surface area, a lot easier to paint. So God knows how much this would be to paint. So guess what? We are cracking on. It won't be the best job in the world, but it'll be better than it is now. So over the next, I think I maybe said this before in the video, but over the course of the next few weeks, we're going to be fixing any bushings, any bolts, any brackets, finishing off the exhaust. There needs to be a bracket for it. Any plastic bits that are broken, we're going to 3D print them, remake them. We're going to try and fix this dash with it. We actually have a bit that's missing, so gluing that back in, fiberglassing the bits that are missing, all of that kind of stuff. Hopefully this is a good enough intro for the video, and hopefully we get a few more views. Like the last one did really poorly, but that's us just trying to get back into it again. If you like, subscribe, comment. If you see anything that you think we could do better, or that you know how to do better, that would be really helpful. Let's go. Okay, so do you ever start a job and wish you hadn't bothered? The idea was tidy up the rust, keep it going for a few more years, yada, yada, yada. And then, of course, we look a wee bit more into it, and the exhaust needs welded up. The hubs could do with a wee refresh. Then, of course, there is this, which is what happened yesterday. We thought, oh, look at that movement. So we're going to take a look at that today, but let me show you. So we took the wheel hub, or we took the wheels off, and this is what we found. Look at this light, so you'll be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. Very professional. The track rod ends, you can see, are perished. And I was showing my dad, I was like, oh, would you see the wiggle in this? Right? But if you take a look at this, these bolts aren't even tight. It's about ½ inch of play. So this Merlo has never driven in a straight line. And I would imagine, and I hope, that this is the reason why. So we started taking these off yesterday. So there is 4 bolts underneath in here, 4 bolts on top, cap nuts, and then this just slides out. There's a small bush in under here that needs replaced after a while. It's never been replaced. This side went pretty successfully. Did. The other side, we had trouble getting the wheel bolts off, but old Milwaukee impact gun came to the rescue. So we've got this side all off except for one of these cap nuts.
I had rounded it, so which made it very difficult to remove.
Yeah, it was completely rusted. Before I even put the hex head near it, I knew it was going to just blow out. So today we're going to weld this into it and then hopefully spin it off and then get these out and see what condition the, what are they called? I don't know what anything's called.
Big plastic bushes.
Yeah, so they're like a plastic bush, and then they've got
like a ball and socket joint.
Yeah, with the like your hip,
yeah.
Your hip replacement.
Absolutely.
So hopefully the socket's going to be destroyed. We know that for a fact. There's going to be no socket left, but hopefully there's a bit of a ball left.
The ball should be. Hopefully,
would you weld it up and then smooth it off if it's not? I don't know.
So you won't know until you take it off and see the condition.
I'm excited to get the other side and take it off, but I want to get this out first before we go and disassemble that
100%.
side. And then I'm itching to get these off to see what state the pins and bushes are. Yeah, if you give that a good rock. So you can see there's a lot of movement there. So what started as a quick project is now growing arms and legs like everything we always bloody do.
Absolutely, but the thing is, as you go along, you repair what needs to be repaired. And at the end of the day, it'll stand you in good stead. Should be a much stronger, tighter unit, and every penny will be well spent.
And next time we'll just buy a newer JCB. This connector onto the top of it. Right, where's it gone? Good. Where's my glamorous assistant? Oh, she's on fire, baby. Right.
Someone was thinking we should bring up the fire extinguisher.
Get the fire extinguisher.
If we ever need it.
Right. If that doesn't come off, too big.
Right.
So it's a 25. Check the 24 doesn't fit again. I don't have a 25. Oh, it does fit.
Perfect.
So 24 in that set didn't fit, but the 24 in this set does fit. Oh yeah! Not as green as we are cabbage, are we?
Ways and means of doing everything. Well, it makes a big difference.
Welder pays for itself again. Oh, she's still hot. You can't say I don't have enough light anyway. Too much light, you can't see a bloody thing. Right, we'll do the other side first. I'll do this side first because you can't really see it. And then I'll show you me doing the other side because then I'll be an expert. This side didn't go to plan. And I'm not going to be the expert that I wanted to be to show you the other side. I'll show you what the problem is. As usual, with every job, we have a seized bolt up in here. So this little bugger has penetrating oil on it. It has had heat and it's starting to round. So I'm just going to put more penetrating oil on it, put more heat on it, and then I'm going to come back to it later. And hopefully we get it off. If not, we're going to have to go through the welding process, weld the nut onto it and spin it off that way. So back to the other side, which I will record. I'm going to have to record this again because I have the radio on and I don't want to get done for copyright issues. The other side we attempted to take off first. These bolts all came out. No problem at all on the other side. The ones underneath, one was seized. So I've got 3 out, 1 I can't get out. I've left it with penetrating oil, I've heated it. I'm just going to keep redoing that process and hopefully it comes out. I've come around to do this side and I've just remembered I don't think I've actually undone the bolts beneath. So I'm going to take a look at that now. No. So let's get that done and then hopefully whip this off. I'm kind of hoping this side's better than that side, but this side on the top wasn't as good, so we could have more than one seized bolt. The welder could be out again before the end of the day. Right, now it's 24, but these have like a wee bracket that's bent over so that you can't, I don't know why it's like that, so you can't loosen the bolts. So you have to just knock them out a wee bit. It's like, it's a bit like when you do a wheel hub up in a car and you have that wee bit, you knock the tab in to stop it unscrewing, but not really sure. So let's get underneath. Where are we? Tab 1 of 4. Oh, it's very dirty under here. I am going to be the ever optimist and say, what's it called? People say, manifest it. I'm manifesting that these bolts will come out. Gonna get the Milwaukee Impact, new battery on it, and try and wang these out. Now, I don't know about you guys, but see these multi sockets, I hate them because they seem to round a lot easier than that, so I'm gonna have to swap it and stick an adapter on. She's turning, baby. 1. Ooh, yeah. You should probably put the jack in under at this point, so it's the weight taken off it anyway. So this access, oh, look at me seating all lovely and comfy. There we go. Oh yeah, she's turning. No seize bolts this side, boys and girls. Right, so you can see a washer, or this like washer thing, plate that has these tabs bent over the top. So, set these to the side, our welded one. Exciting times for everybody. Dust the bottom up. There we go. So you can see the wee drop of weld to put around it and just ripped her out. Right, moment of truth, yo. That's it all away, all free, I think. So I'd imagine this cap comes off and that bearing looks pretty good. Nice wee cap in there. Don't feel that heavy. Let's see how we do it. Oh, she's grand. Oh. Don't know why I thought it would be heavier. Mind you, I'm not saying it's light. That wee ball, now there's the seal, is perished, but feels like there's a bit of a cup left in that. And this ball, I was worried about the condition of this ball, but it's pretty good. Wonder what's in there. Just the drive shaft. Cool. One out. So, if you're a fan of True Blue Travelers on YouTube, very good channel. You will have seen that their Merlo, they did exactly the same, and they replaced the cup, and all that was left of the old one was a little tiny wee nipple on it, and it's exactly the same in ours. So clean this out, place it, stick a new one in, and get it buttoned back up, and then we'll go back and do the seize bolt on the other side. Okay, so we've had the lunch. I'm taking my coffee down with me. Hopefully the degreasing's worked a little bit. Spray it all, clean out that little bush nub thing, and pop it back in and put it all back together. And then we'll do the other side. I'll show you what the new one looks like. So this is it here, still in the wrapper. I'm going to say wrapper, cling film. I feel like I probably could have 3D printed this. Doesn't feel very, very tough, but that's it. And this little nipple is all we have left of the old one. So I'll take you out and show you. There's a couple of seals, so maybe I need to see where the seals go, but this goes in like so. And there must be a seal in there and then a seal in the top. Don't really know. Well, we'll find out. Can you hold this shaft just so it doesn't get dirty? And I'm going to lift it.
Heavy?
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh Jesus,
Oh no.
it's too heavy.
Compared to this, it's not
Right.
heavy. Watch your fingers. There we go. Just didn't want to get them dirty. Okay, right, you can let go now.
Are you sure?
Aye. Right, perfect. So, I need to guide this in. I can lift it. Right, go. Lovely. Lovely. Yeah, a wee bit more. Right, jack her up a wee bit. I just have to go back quite a bit.
Back.
So, yep. Oh, go easy, go easy, go easy. Same time,
Lean her forward.
I'll hold her. You know, you push her in, she needs to go in a wee bit.
Okay, you got it.
Just about. Right, crank her up. There we go, baby.
Wow.
No, that's her. Her in.
That's where you want her.
Woohoo! Let's take a wee look at successes and balls ups. So that is it in. We'll have to get a new bolt for the one that we welded. So success is it's in. The balls up is that I thought I could put this in after. And as you can see, there's not enough space to get that down in and moved around. I'm replacing the track rods anyway, so I'm going to nip this off and hopefully slide that in through and bolt it up. That is me for today. We have got one side done and we're stuck on the other side with this seized bolt in the track rod. If I show you very quickly, that there's this bolt here, all the rest of them came out lovely. I've heated it up, I've done everything, and it's still not moving. I've welded this bolt to it, which was the same one we welded to the other side, but it's actually twisting the bolt when we put torque on it. So we've got a big breaker bar and a pipe, and my dad's walking with the pipe, and I can see the whole bolt actually distorting, so it's not turning. So doused it in WD, heated it up, going to leave it, and if it doesn't break free the next time, if it breaks the bolt or breaks the weld, what I'm going to do is just cut it off flush. Then that will let this track rod drop and we'll be able to take this out, and then we'll have to try and weld something onto it or do something on the bench so we'll get better access. So that's the plan. See how it works out. Apologies, didn't record us actually attempting to take the bolt out. What happened was when we came back, put a bit of torque on it, it sheared the bolt right off. So got the angle grinder in, cut it off flush, hammered the bit of metal that holds the track rod onto the hub downward, so that released it. Then I was able to take the hub away and unscrew it pretty easily. So it must have been seized in between the hub casing itself and the chunky piece of metal that holds the tie rod in, or track rod in. We're going to move on to tackling the rear. We're going to move on to tackling the rear kingpins, I suppose they're called. So exactly the same as exactly the same method as we used for the fronts, but on the rears, slightly different, slightly trickier, and we come across a different issue, which will be interesting to see how we tackle it. So it's a new day. We've got this rear hub off. The 4 bolts in the top, 3 of them came out the same as the front, easy peasy. One of them was stuck, seized right in, so we put a heat on it, didn't move it. What we ended up doing is exactly the same as what we did on the front, which was hammer in a bolt, weld it, and then just take it off, spin it off, work the treat. I've also taken off the top assembly. There's like a sensor. This sensor was into it and screwed into it. I'm not sure exactly what that does, but we took that off. We're going to give it all a good clean, and then we'll put it back on again. Hopefully it doesn't affect anything negatively. Oh, probably would have forgot that was in there. Our issue is this bottom ball. Now, this is the brand new cup, as you can see. And whenever we put that into the hub, it's going to still have, I would say, 2 or 3 mil of clearance, and that's going to rattle about. And I would imagine that that's not supposed to have that much clearance. So I've ordered 2 new ones to go on, which will hopefully be a good, real snug fit. And stop this just getting smashed to bits in the first 10 minutes. The issue is going to be getting these off. Now, from Facebook forums, I've seen that people say get a good chisel in, they're pressed in, and a lot of oxypropane. So we've also ordered an oxypropane torch as well. So whenever that comes, we will certainly give it a go. And when the new ones come, we'll give them a wee test fit in to see how much tighter they are. And if they're exactly the same, we'll not bother fitting them. If there is a difference, then we'll go down that road. I've also seen or heard of people fitting, there's no grease nipple on this one. People fitting a grease nipple into this, so we'll look into that, whether it's a matter of just drilling a hole in the top of this, fitting a grease nipple, and then hopefully reduce the wear of this for the future. Now, that is about 20% of our issues. I'll show you what today's job is going to be. As you can see, this is the hub that we removed, and our issue is this is the replacement cup. Goes in here, like so. And we've got a big bit of metal missing around here. So unfortunately it's not circular anymore, it's oval. So today's job is to build this up with weld, grind it back so that this fits in snugly. Right, so it's hard to know what the best angle to attack this is from, but here we go. Bring in axle stand, jack this drive shaft up and out of the way. I think that'll give me decent access to the welder. The welder's turned on. Gas was never turned off, so don't know if I've got any gas left. Let's listen. We got gas. So wire speed's up, voltage is up. So roughly where it should be. Let's stick a wee earth on. Hopefully that gives a decent connection. And swap my gloves over to for welding and the helmet on. Right. Suppose I should have the cup for reference as well. This is going to be awkward, man. To build up the top, then I won't be able to get at the bottom. So it's going to have to be build as we go. Just going to let that heat dissipate for a wee while. Then we'll test fit, see how we're getting on. This light is meant to make me look more beautiful for you guys on screen. But I think I'm going to use it to help me see exactly what I'm welding. Right, is that looking? Starting to look a bit better. So I'm going to try and start the other side. And then I'll go in, make myself a pot noodle, come back and try the cup. Oh, she's on fire, fire. I'll do until I get a pot noodle. Don't want to be breathing those fumes in because God knows what sort of lead paint was used in 1999. I am back from having my pot noodle and I'm going to see how hot. Yeah, it's cooled down. How close we are. So I would say that that isn't bad, you know. No, there's too much there. I just need to build a bit up in the middle. And then we'll start grinding it back again. Nice. This maybe mightn't be as bad as I thought. Famous last words. So I know that's roasting hot, but put it up to it roughly. Hold it by the little tip. Oh, little fits. Yeah. It's more than enough built up. Die grinder time. The old faithful Milwaukee die grinder. Nice carbide bit on it. Something for the power? No. There we go. Hoover, suck all the swarf out. Definitely better. It's not perfect. Need something slightly less aggressive and bigger to round the squares, so to speak, around the edges. I've had an idea. Brainwave, we'll call it. The hole is not spherical, is that the word? It's oval. And we've built it up with weld. And I'll just show you quickly. Started to grind it back down again. Now it's close, but it's not perfect. The plan is, got some engineering blue. I'm going to paint the white cup blue, push it into position, and where it scrapes off the engineer blue, then we're going to grind that down. And I'll show you what I've been grinding down with. Up until now, I've been using these die grinder bits. And they're doing a good job, but they're a little bit aggressive. From Halfords, we have purchased these little beauties and some sandpaper. I've also off Amazon got some ball sandpaper, but I think it's not coming for about 2 months, so maybe be here for the next time we do this job. There's the cup, and as you can see, sliding in, but it's just got a wee bit of resistance in a few places. I'm going to take my engineering blue. What I'm going to do is take this engineering blue, like I said, paint this cup, slide it in, see where it touches, and then grind that out. The theory behind it, whether it works, that's another thing. I've also never used this before. No idea what's going to happen. If it's going to be any good or a load of crap. Right, that's it painted. Don't need to paint both sides because then touch the other side. So we go in. Don't know if you're supposed to let this stuff dry or not. And then I will just pull it out. Oh, didn't really tell me that much. There's a tiny scrape on that side and that side. So, oh, perfect. It's left the blue marks on the inside, which is even better. So I can see exactly where I need to grind. This tripod is a pain in the hole. You see in there, are you able to see the blue? So there needs grind out a little tiny bit. And then on the other side, there. So we'll grind those two bits out and do it again. We've moved on from the, what do you call it? The carbide bit to the one of these stone bits. I don't know, never tried it before, so we'll see how good it is. Yeah, it seemed to do quite a good job. Go over to the other side. I have no idea what you can see and what you can't see, but just need to get this job done. I have to say, I do like those stone bits now. Right, so let's try it again. I don't know if it'll work because now it's dry. And we can see on the cup, see on the cup there, the scratch marks. So let's see if they've left any blue bits. No, no blue bits this time. I'm going to come round a different position. I have to say, I am pretty damn happy with how that turned out. Flip you around, show you exactly where we're at. So after that little bit of grinding, we've got a cup that sits in nice and tight. And then if I take this new ball and press it in, oh yeah, that fits absolutely beautiful. No movement compared to what it was. I am declaring that job done.